Hey, welcome back to my channel, guys. In today's video, we're doing makeup. Woo! She has makeup on. Woo! She did a makeup review. Woo! Is it a late product? Yes! It is the Kylie Cosmetics and Kendall collab. I got the palette and I got the face palette. So I got the eyeshadow palette and the face palette. I didn't get the whole thing because I wasn't interested in the whole thing. Is this new? Ish, okay? I know it launched several weeks ago and it's just been sitting here and I was like, I'm gonna get it up. So this is kind of like a a review versus like, let's give it a go, you know, like first impression situation, because you've probably already made up your mind whether you're gonna buy this or you're not gonna buy this. It's been that long. So I've just been, you know, MIA. But we're here today, we're gonna do makeup, we're gonna have a lot of fun, we're gonna discuss my thoughts on this collection, on this collab, and we're gonna come up with this beautiful look I have on. So if you're super excited to finally see me be playing with makeup and my thoughts on the new Kylie Cosmetics and Kendall collab, go ahead and keep watching. So this comes with stickers, and I only, like I said before, I only got the eyeshadow palette and the face palette because I didn't really care for the lip crayons, and I think there might have been like one other thing with it. I'm not really certain. I'll put it here if there was. These were the only two things I was really interested in. So this is the palette, 18 pan palette. Prices and everything as always will be across the screen. It's actually really nice. I enjoyed their collab, Kylie and Kendall's collab, a while ago. It was like a beigey outer thing, very basic, very modern, very neutral. I loved that vibe, and I absolutely love the colors inside. It is very like normal, neutral, modern eyeshadow, so you probably really wouldn't need this unless you're just like me and you're a collector or you're looking for a nice new nude palette, but this definitely isn't a must. It's very clean, it's very nice. I like it. I like this a lot. I love this. I think this is so cute. But for me, it's just not a necessity because it's like, you know, a nude palette, another nude palette. So the next thing I got was the blush and highlighter cheek quad. So this is what it looks like. I love this packaging too. I love this photo. And then it's that same lavender color. I don't know if you can see, it just says Kendall on it. Kendall. So it has cream highlighter, cream blush, powder highlighter, powder blush. So, and both of the colors I believe that I'll be able to use. They're very cute. The only thing that I'm having some concerns with is how light that this powder blush is. That seems like it's gonna be a bit ashy on me. Yeah, you can't even see that it's there. Can you see it? No, definitely not. Okay, so, I mean, I won't be able to use that, but these two colors right here will do fine, and so will the cream blush. But I'm gonna go into my eyes first. I just wanted to kind of show you what I got. I have put on P. Louise base on my eye, but I'm gonna go in with Big Sister to set my eye instead of my Makeup by Mario powder that I usually do. And I'm just gonna set all over with this. With just a little dense packing brush. This is like definitely gonna be such a like nudie kind of glam situation. I just have not done a makeup video in forever, and y'all know that. If you missed my update, I'll link it here for you, but like it has been forever since I've done actual makeup. If you're wondering now what is on my eyebrows and why they look so white, is because I had to put a little setting powder on them because with underneath all these lights and it's getting warmer here, my eyebrows are getting like shiny, and I absolutely hate that. If you ever have that problem where when you do your eyebrows, they kind of look like sweaty or shiny, you can literally just take a setting powder and dab it on there for a few minutes and then lightly wipe it away. Honestly, really hard to do my eyebrows today because I haven't done eyebrows. I have not done my eyebrows, and like I didn't even really do them. I kind of just filled them a little and gave them a little bit of but I have not done my eyebrows in like, I don't know when the last time I did a makeup review. I don't know what that was, but I'm pretty sure it was like a month ago. All right, so let's see what we're gonna get into. What are we trying to get into? Now that I do look at these, they are kind of bland. Like they all seem to be like, I don't know, now I'm kind of like shit. Okay, I got it. I got this. Like I said, this is not a must-have palette. Like honestly, it's such a neutral palette. You probably have all of these colors available to you. you do not require this one. And it's all matte, which that's the one thing I don't like. I do like a little shimmer option in my palettes, but it is what it is. I'm gonna go in with Equestrian. I think that's what this one is. I'm going in with that. It's like a burnt orange, but more, it's less orange and more brown. So they have Horse Girl KJ right here, but that's like super orange. Equestrian is a little bit more copper, but very pretty. It's laying actually extremely nice. I won't lie to you, I did not expect this. So I don't hate it. I really don't. It's not bad. The only thing is, like I said, it's just very, it definitely screams very Kendall, but I don't know that a lot of people would go, oh, I absolutely have to buy this. So, and I think I'm actually gonna go all over the lid with the equestrian color and go from there because I really like this color. Also, it's kind of weird because they have a color in here that's called It's a Jenner Thing, and it looks almost identical to equestrian. So this is equestrian, this one is It's a Jenner Thing. This one is a little bit more brick color, but they are awfully close. I'm getting a little fallout and just a little bit more blending right here at the brow bone on both sides. I just want to make sure this is blended now that I've added that color to the whole eye. I kind of like to take the side of a blending brush and do it that way because I feel like it gives me more leverage to have a lighter hand. This happens literally, you go like this. If you have moisturizer on, your skin's not dry, you just wipe it and it's gone. Okay, what am I don't know. I feel like this is a really pretty pink, but it doesn't really go with any of this. So there's two colors in here that are throwing me off that I don't think belong at all. And those are Super Famous Clips and Jenner Jeans, which is this really cool tone, pukey brown color. And then Super Famous is that super pink one, which I just feel like doesn't really do any justice in this palette. So I think I'm just gonna do more of like an eye contour thing. So I'm gonna go in with It's a Jenner Thing, which was that a little bit, just a little bit darker brown color. And I'm gonna go right here on the outer corner and up into the crease. So I'm literally just contouring the outsides of my eye and a little bit on the in to give it a little more depth, but nothing crazy. I think it's gonna be a very easy look because this palette is it's less than memorable. Let's just say that. I feel like because I got it so long ago, I got it when it first launched, and I just remember it being so much more like, ooh. And now that I'm like looking at it, like I love the colors, but I also hate the color story. All of these colors are definitely for me and like ones that I use for the most part, the browns, but I just feel like it's such a boring palette. It's so boring and there's no shimmer whatsoever. Like I feel like everyone's look is gonna come out looking exactly the same. Brown. Is it the horse thing? Is that why she did that? I mean, okay, I guess. I'm just trying to get like this outer corner to be a little bit deeper than the rest of the eye, even what I put in here. I don't want that to be too dark, just right here on the outer corner. So that gives it just a little bit of, you know, a little. So now, right under that brow bone, I feel like I'm missing a little something. So I'm gonna go in with a flat blending brush, and I think I'm gonna dip into not drinking. Not drinking right here. Same color story, just the lighter shade. And I'm gonna lift and snatch. Lift and snatch. What is that from? I feel like that's from a movie and I cannot think of what it's from. And it'll look better, like I said. Like I always say, once your lashes are on, everything will start to come together. But right now I just feel like it's all sort of blending together. I feel like that's kind of what I'm getting out of this palette right now. I won't lie to you guys. So I'm moving on to my face while we're having a chat about that palette. Anything I'm using, as always, will be listed down in the description box for you to find or buy. But I have to say, if I'm being honest, and as always, you guys know I have to be, I'm not the biggest fan of this palette. I think the formula is nice, but the color story is mildly boring. And I also got the Lunar Beauty nude palette that he just came out with, which that video will be up next week. But I feel like that one has more like shimmers and pizzazz to it. This palette just, when you look at it on camera, it's like, oh, that's actually really pretty. And when I saw the photos, I was like, oh, it's really pretty. But then you pull it and you're like, what do you guys think? Let me know down below. I think it's a regret for me, and that's not very common because I actually usually love her stuff. I actually think I'm gonna be a little bit too dark for this foundation because I've been out in the sun. That's okay. We're gonna give it a go. We're gonna give it a go. But what I was saying before was I have so much new makeup. I have new makeup from Benefit. I have new makeup from Morphe, which I mean at this point is probably not that new because I've had it for a while, but I haven't even opened it to try it. But I have to get like a video up of trying those for you guys. I mean, this isn't really, I mean, this is a review, but it's more like a, hey, come do some makeup with me and let's see if this fucking shit was worth my money situation. Because at this point, you've either already bought it or decided you weren't gonna buy it. Do you know what I mean? My foundation doesn't match. Ka-cha! It's usually always a little bit too dark, and now, like, it's like super, super light. I thought this little quad came with bronzer, but I don't think that it did. This is also a newer concealer for me. This is the Hourglass Veil something. I don't know. This is in Beach. Vanish? I don't know. It's not new to makeup. It's just new to my collection. I got it from Ulta a little while ago. I wanted to try it. It's actually really creamy. Now that I'm like feeling it, it's like really creamy. Hopefully it doesn't dry too fast. I just covered my whole face in it. Wow. It's actually really nice. Oh, wow. I mean, it better be for as much as it freaking cost me. Ooh. You guys want to talk about expensive? Now I'm going to take some setting powder and just really set it where I want that coverage. I don't put this all over my face. So like right in here is where I really like to get the lift from the light. I'm gonna go with the bronzer. I was gonna do a cream bronzer, decided to do a powder bronzer. I can never make up my mind. And I'm going in with my favorite bronzer, which also happens to be the most expensive fucking bronzer I own. But like, do we see why? It looks so good. Oh hey. We're gonna go into the palette. I am gonna try the cream blush first because that's the one I am most intrigued about. So I'm gonna go in this one. Hopefully this brush is okay to use with cream products. Okay. So we'll just, I'm just kind of feathering it and working it into my bronzer because I don't want it to come off too clumpy and I don't want it to pull off all of my makeup. So far, it's actually not terrible. It's actually really nice, but I will say it was a little pricey. I have a lot of cream blushes and just like specifically Morphe just came out with the cream one and it's a lot bit cheaper. Wow. So I like to bring my blush all the way up here to my temple and into my hairline. And then I'm just gonna go over it with a beauty sponge. I think it gives me such a beautiful like glow too. Look. Alright, so I'm gonna use the beauty blender or beauty sponge for this side since I used a brush for the other side. I'm just gonna also kind of feather it the best that I can with the sponge. Lift and flick. So I think I do prefer it with the brush. Like I just feel like it gave me, one, a better and brighter application, and two, I was able to control it a little bit more. I'm going to get a brush and I'm gonna go into that super light color right here and just place it over that and see if maybe it'll bring that pink out. No. Okay. I feel like all that did was make it look like kind of more cool tone, if you will. Alright, so I'm gonna go into the highlighter. This side I'm gonna go into the cream, and then this side I'm gonna go into the cream as well, but with the sponge. Not really certain where I was going with that. Okay, so we're gonna go into, you gotta kind of break it up. I will say that, like I had to like get that first layer off for it to really do anything. So give it a little wiggle and it'll do fine. I mean it's there. It's definitely there. It's just, oh, just kidding. So you just have to really, whoa, look at my nose. Okay, just kidding. So you just have to really kind of put a little bit more on than usual, but my nose looks like a beacon and my cheeks look like I'm glowing. So I'm gonna go in this one with a sponge. I'm gonna get a little bit on there, like quite a bit, because I don't know how this sponge is gonna see. I still feel like doing it with a brush or your finger is going to be better. You can see that color. Wow. You really can see that highlight, okay? But a brush or your finger is going to allow you to be able to place that color more specifically. And when it comes to creams and not powders, you want to be very specific where you're putting that, because you don't want just random like powder all over your face, if that makes sense. You want it to be a little bit more precise. I'm going to go into this highlighter powder very lightly and just kind of go over just right at the top. Wow, holy crap. I did it again. I did it again. Wow, this highlighter is really nice. I'm not gonna lie, your girl loves a good cream highlighter. I'm just here to say I love this way more than I love the palette. Just so we're clear. This is gonna be the easiest under eye because I am most definitely gonna go in with not drinking, which is this one right here, and just, you know what I mean, like, you know what I mean. I'm gonna place it and then I'm gonna blend it out, basically just to match that. And as for the inner corner, I'm actually gonna go in with the powder highlight from this palette and use that because there was no shimmers and I don't like putting matte on my inner corners. So we're just gonna like these. Like that. That's really pretty. So I put my lashes on and I'm just kind of touching that up. So now that this look is completed, I'm just gonna finish up these lashes and throw on some lipstick and then be right back to give you guys my final thoughts. Alright, so I threw on actually remember how in the video I said I had a bunch of new makeup I wanted to try out. I actually tried out the Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink. It's newer. Again, I haven't done makeup in like a month, so these are new-ish. This one is in Capricious and it's number 45 and it's very, I thought it was gonna be a little bit more like brighter or vibrant of a pink, but I actually kind of love the tone down in it, but it's really like that pop of color that I needed that this eyeshadow palette could not give me. Speaking of these guys, my final thoughts on these two, however, I feel like you don't need either of these, but I tell you guys that all the time because there's not really very many products I will tell you that like hands down you absolutely need, you cannot live without, okay? Like you're not gonna get that from me because you can really honestly live without most of this. But some items I'm like, oh my god, it's an absolute must. This palette, honestly, you could skip on. I guess if you are a Kylie Cosmetics collector or you really are into packaging, like that's really the only thing that I'm just like, ooh, this packaging is stunning, okay? I give it to her. It's cute. And I feel like this could have been a little bit better. It looks so nice on camera, but like in real life, it's so dull. Dead. Neglect. Also a movie reference. But I'm not here for it. I mean, it's a nice neutral palette. If you absolutely do not have a neutral palette, which I highly doubt you don't, sure, grab it. But for me, this is a pass, a definite pass. I liked the look that I came up with, but I could have done that with all of the eyeshadows I own that have a brown in them, which is 97% of them. As for the blush and highlighter cheek quad, I actually really like this. I think that not a need, but definitely a want. And if you guys are looking to either try something from Kylie Cosmetics or you're not really like a huge into makeup, just starting out situation, I also think this could be great for obviously not beginners, professionals, people who've been into makeup, but I specifically say for people who are newer into makeup because I do think that it is a lot easier to use cream blushes and highlighters than powder when placing and using and controlling the amount that you use. I wish she would have made this all cream. Like I understand people like their powder and that's fine, but I wish she would have done all cream and just gotten like kind of like a medium or a light blush and a darker cream cream blush, and then a medium highlighter and a darker highlighter. So something a little bit more universal. This color I'll never be able to use, sad but true. Even on my palest times in the winter, it's really, really light. So that's the only thing I did dislike about it. But this highlighter, y'all, look at my face. Like, it is so bright. I absolutely love it. I am a huge fan of cream blush, especially if you have drier texture, more mature skin, then you're gonna wanna go with cream because it just gives more of a glowy, dewy, kind of natural glow from within look more than like that texture pulling powder. So that is it, guys, for my video and my thoughts on the new Kylie Cosmetics and Kendall collab. I do prefer the original collab way more than this one, and I think that, you know, you could pass on it. It's kind of late, so you either already bought it or you already decided not to. Comment down below and let me know which one you are. I need to know if you bought it and what your thoughts are on it. Which product, you know, do you like, do you not like? Was all of it just a no for you? Honestly, I could have passed on both. I do like the face squad, but you know. But I am really excited to be back doing makeup, playing with makeup, reviewing makeup with you guys, touching makeup, putting it on my face. It has been several months since makeup has been on my face, so I'm excited to be back with you guys. For those of you who are already subscribed, for those of you who are new to my channel and stay till the end, thank you so much for all of your love and support. Make sure before you leave you subscribe, of course, hit the bell notification, give it a big thumbs up if I did a fantastic job, and as always, guys, I love you so much and I'll see you on the next one.